What is up, YouTubers? Today I'll be changing my oil plus my fuel filter, so I'm just gonna keep it short. I do have a previous video about oil change and fuel filter. Just wanna redo my video just because for clarity. So pretty much that's it. What I'm going to be doing first is loosen up the oil filter housing cap just to have the oil goes down to the sump. Then I will be draining the oil. I'll be using a 1 1/16 12 point. I don't have a 6-point socket, and I'll be using a 1/2 inch drive to loosen it up. I loosen it up to at least once I feel the first thread. Also, it would be a good idea to either clean the cap, get some dirt out of there, so that way you don't fall in there once you take off the cap off, or just blow it out with air. Should be good. So this is what I have. I have a 16-quart oil pan. Bought it at AutoZone or Walmart, $10 or $11, and I did bought this one is pretty good. This prevent the splash when you're draining your oil, so I like this. I bought this from Amazon, and also 16 quarts, so that's the truck's capacity with the oil filter is 10.5 quarts, so I should be good. I'm using a 13mm socket. Take that bolt off and just let it drain. Before doing all of these, it's advisable to warm up your engine so the oil can be free flowing, and all the bad stuff come out. So back on top, while I'm waiting for the oil to drain out, I'm going ahead and take the old oil filter out and put the new oil filter in, and don't forget to put new oil on the O-ring, replace all that stuff, and torque to spec. I believe it's 18 foot-pounds. Okay, so I'm back down here. That's pretty much it. So I'm going to wipe off the excess, clean it up, and put the bolt in and torque it to 33 foot-pounds. Okay, so that's the end part of the oil change. I did reset the computer. One thing that I noticed is that my oil pressure is lower than usual. I guess whenever restriction in the oil filter, or when it gets dirty, pretty much oil pressure goes up. So I usually see my oil pressure around 28 to 30, and this is cold right now, so right now it's really low. So I'm gonna have to check on this on my next oil change, see if it's the same, or actually when I'm 25% due for oil change, I'll check my oil pressure again. So now this is my second part, which is changing the fuel filter. It's about right there, and I'm not going to use any special tool besides this. I think it was like $6. This is the tool that I used last time, and it works out pretty good. So just the steps that I'll be doing is, once I have loosened the cap off, I will insert my ziplock bag over it and start to spin it, loosen it up, and there'll be fuel coming down, and the ziplock will catch it, and after that I will put the new fuel filter and torque it, and that's it for fuel filter replacement. And you just turn on the ignition to key on probably 4 or 5 times, not starting it, just cycling the fuel pump so it purges all the air out and should fire up. Then after that I will be putting my fuel additive. Alright, so I got it loosened up, so I'm just trying, well, it's easy with 2 hands, but just to show you guys. So there will be fluid coming out, and once you start dripping, then put your bag over it and then just keep loosening it up. You know, some people bleed off the pressure here. For me, it's, you know, fluid's gonna come out, it's not, just watch your eyes. So pretty much don't get scared, you'll be all right. Okay, so I got it loose enough to where I can use my hand. See, no fluids yet, good news. So see if I can do this with one hand while I open up my ziplock. It's a brand new ziplock, so I'm assuming that there's no holes. So let's see. Yeah, just keep doing that. Right. There you go. It's all loose now. I do have a pan underneath, just in case. See all the diesel fluid. Looks pretty dirty to me. There's some shit floating in there. Oh, hold on, let me get myself situated here. There we go. My bag is dropping and slipping. I usually do this with 2 hands, but it's tough with one hand right now. But here we go. Here comes the filter. And the filter got stuck up there. Okay, well, just alright, there you go. Just put this right here in my strainer. Oh, damn it, this is not supposed to get stuck. There you are. That's it. Yeah. Just to show you guys my, so that's 20,000 right there. Hold on. There you go. So that's 20,000. So to me it's dirty, and I'm getting my fuel from Costco. But previous to this, when I bought the truck used, not sure if the owner changed the filter, but it's darker than this one. So 20,000 miles for me here is good, and that's pretty much it to it. Just put on the new filter and then torque it, and then, like I said, prime it 4 or 5 times, and then you should be good to go. Oops. Okay, so additionally, here's my new filter look like, and don't forget to replace the O-ring. Instead of putting oil, I just decided to put fuel in there, diesel. I mean, it's enough lube to to install this back on and torque it to 25 Newton meters. And that's it. Laters. Alright, so I did the oil change and the fuel filter, purged my truck, checked for leaks, and it's running good. Other than that, job's done.